What's up, guys? It's John here. It's time for Money in the Bank predictions. Money in the Bank is tomorrow night from the time of this recording. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to get this up today, but I'm just going to do the predictions now. The match card is as follows. WWE Champion John Cena versus Mark Henry. World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. The Money in the Bank All-Stars match. The World Heavyweight Championship Contract Money in the Bank ladder match. The Miz versus Intercontinental Champion Curtis Axel. Divas Champion AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. Chris Jericho versus Ryback. And in the pre-show, WWE Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus the Usos. I'll start with that one. The Usos should win. They deserve a tag team title run, but at the same time, Rollins and Reigns should win too. And I'm going to give the win in this one to Rollins and Reigns. It's the Shield. They're going to win. Plus, it's the pre-show. When has the title ever changed hands in a pre-show match? Chris Jericho versus Ryback. Lately, Ryback has been injured with air quotes, and he had to stop his own match, and then he used the injury to his advantage on SmackDown. But Jericho is in the business of putting people over, so I will give the win to Ryback. And the only reason Jericho would win come tomorrow night would be if this feud continues into SummerSlam, which is his last pay-per-view before going and touring with Fozzy again. Divas Champion AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. No doubt it's going to be AJ Lee. She just won the title. She's great as champion. And Caitlyn, she's good, but she's not as good as AJ Lee in my opinion. Simple. The Miz versus Intercontinental Champion Curtis Axel. Axel's going to get the win. He just won the Intercontinental title at Payback. Miz is more of an upper mid-card guy who seems like he should be in the Money in the Bank All-Stars more than he should be in an Intercontinental Championship match. So yeah, Curtis Axel wins. He's got Paul Heyman at ringside to boot. So I'll say it again. Axel wins, and he has a nice lengthy run as Intercontinental Champion, possibly into Royal Rumble or Survivor Series, since that title doesn't get defended at Royal Rumble. World Heavyweight Championship Contract Money in the Bank ladder match. I made a video on this one. I said who should win is either Rhodes or Cesaro, but who will win most likely is Swagger. I could see really any of them winning except for Fandango. I mean, they planned on Barrett winning one at WrestleMania, at like WrestleMania 28, I think it was, but Barrett was injured, so they decided not to do the match at all. Rhodes has been in a complete slump as of late, and he could easily turn face on Sandow and win it. Sandow, he had that testing the waters feud with Sheamus, so if they think he's ready, then he'll win it. Ambrose, easily just have the Shield come down, beat down everyone, and then they climb up and unhook the briefcase together. But Ambrose will be the official winner. Swagger, they want to keep the Swagger Ziggler Del Rio feud going, but I'm not sure if they are actually going to do that. And Cesaro, his career's been in a slump as of late too. It's been picking back up with Swagger and Coulter. and he honestly deserves it too. Fandango, he's good, but he just came back from an injury and he was supposed to be Intercontinental Champion by now. So, Money in the Bank All-Stars. 6 men now. Amazing. As long as no one else goes in there, I am perfect with this match. It'll be my match of the night guaranteed. Randy Orton, Rob Van Dam, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Christian, and Sheamus. I did another video on this one. I said who should win is Christian, but who's most likely to win is Bryan, Orton, or Van Dam. Punk doesn't need it. He just got off the 434-day reign. Sheamus doesn't need it. He's basically a paler John Cena. RVD doesn't really need it. He's going to be returning and hot Philly crowd, so he won't need it. Orton, his career has been pretty downhill. He hasn't been world champion in 2 years, so I could see him winning the Money in the Bank. Daniel Bryan, he's the most over guy in the company. Doesn't really need it. And Christian, he deserves a world title. Most people will agree with that. Even people who aren't Christian fans be like, yeah, he should be a world champion at least one more time. But overall, I don't see him winning, which is unfortunate. Yeah. World Heavyweight Champion, I'm not going to do the long ring intro that Ricardo does again. Alberto Del Rio versus the show-off Dolph Ziggler. Del Rio. Del Rio just won the title from Ziggler. And if Ziggler's going to win the title back, it should be at SummerSlam. A huge event. It's the number 2 pay-per-view in WWE. Number 3 being the Royal Rumble. And then number 4, Money in the Bank. So Ziggler should win the title back at SummerSlam. So for now, I'm going to give this win to Alberto Del Rio. WWE Champion John Cena versus, Mark Henry. Cena. Henry deserves a WWE title win so much, but he just happens to have the bad luck of going up against John Cena. If he were going up against pretty much anyone else in the company except for CM Punk, yeah, he'd win it. But he's facing the golden boy, the man who can do no wrong, John Cena. So Mark Henry should get the win, but I'm going to give the win to John Cena. Sorry, Mark. Tomorrow night, that is not what you do. No. Thanks for listening, guys. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment in either YouTube section comments or OWU comments. Leave a like if you want. Subscribe if you want. I always say I don't care, but I really do. No, I don't. Thanks for listening. See you guys later.